What's going on, everyone, and welcome to another early signing day video. It's Matt here, and we are getting to the point where we're about to wrap up these early signing day videos. Our goal was to try to get to 40 to 50 prospects, and we are getting closer and closer by the day. Stay locked into the Campus to Canton YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button and click that bell icon if you guys don't mind. That way, you'll be notified when every single one of these videos drop. And give us a like. Those likes really help us out. It would mean a lot to us. I am excited to talk to you guys today about the newest addition to the used QB room, Jacurri Brown I'm just being honest with you guys, I'm horrible with pronunciation, so get ready for this because it's probably going to be butchered. I believe it's Valdosta, Georgia, and he played for Lowndes High School. And this kid is interesting. A lot of fun to watch. And, ceiling is the roof. There's a lot that this kid could do. So let's look at his rankings, though. 24/7 Sports has him as QB 16, 242nd nationally ranked player. Rivals has him as QB 5. They did not have their nationally part on their ESPN QB 6, 152nd nationally ranked player. On 3, QB 23, 257th nationally ranked player. His history throughout 24/7 Sports here has also been fairly interesting. He was very highly rated in 2020, up at 102, dropped into the 160, 170 range in early 2021, and then in the past couple months dropped down to 300s and is settling in right around the 244 mark. I think a lot of that is because he's got some things he needs to figure out at being as an actual quarterback, but athlete-wise, this kid is exciting. Before I tell you what I like about him, just want you to look at this, listen to this really quick. 5,552 passing yards over 4 seasons. Really, since his sophomore season, he was a starter for the varsity squad here, but he did play some in his freshman season, just 71 pass attempts. He had 51 touchdowns to 17 interceptions over that time. Very, very good QB stats when you hear all that. Here's where it gets interesting. I just mentioned 5,000 passing yards, 51 passing touchdowns, 4,205 rushing yards on 665 attempts with 1,800 plus yard runs and 54 touchdowns. I just did I was looking into Nicholas Singleton, who rushed for 5,000 yards and 95 touchdowns as a pure running back. And Jacurri Brown did 4,000 in 4 years with 54 rushing touchdowns. I mean, my goodness, that's good stats for a running back in high school. And he did that as a quarterback. So you're talking about, ridiculous here. I'm going to quickly do this math because I am horrible at easy math here. What was that? 5,552. 9,757 yards total in his high school career. So this kid was absolutely killing it. So what about him do we like from the quarterback position? He's got decent size. 6'4", 205. I believe last he actually weighed in, he was like around the 190 mark. Hopefully he can add some weight going into college, getting into a college weight and conditioning program. He is, in my opinion, a very unique quarterback prospect, though, and especially in this class, given his ability to be able to run the football. I just talked about Nate Johnson, a video that released earlier today. One of the fastest players in the class and a very good runner. Jacurri Brown is like a running back who can play quarterback. He is extremely good at running the ball. He eclipsed the 100-yard mark rushing in 14 different varsity games per 247sports.com. He ran a 4.6 in the 40-yard dash and a 4.4 in the short shuttle. What is even more interesting, if you watch his film, he will run like a running back at times. He is not afraid to drop his shoulder and run somebody over. Granted, you do not want to see that out of your quarterback, but he's not afraid to do it. Like, again, he is a running back playing the quarterback position. With that being said, he needs to show some improvements as a passer, and he needs to continue to make big strides in that area, in my opinion. He's improved a little bit every single season, going back and looking at his completion percentage. 56% as a freshman and sophomore, but then 47% as a junior, jumped back up to 56% as a senior. If he goes into college and does that same thing, you're going to get a lot of the Josh Allen comparisons just on the completion percentage part of it. He's got to get that higher. He's got to get at least into the 60s, in my opinion, right around 60 if possible, to really kind of be considered a high-end prospect. So that is definitely something he needs to work on. I think a lot of that comes with his mechanics. He struggles with his accuracy and mechanics. He has shown the ability to make an easy out or an easy touch throw look difficult, and then turn right around and throw a perfect spiral through a tight window on the money. So that's what he's very inconsistent. He shows you the flashes of that high-end QB prospect and then turns right around in a quick, easy dump off. He overthrows the running back. He has a high ceiling because of his athletic abilities, and he can continue to improve his passing. He could end up as one of the better QBs in this class. And I mean, I don't know that I put him over Drew Aller, but I think he could easily slide in right under Drew Aller, be right there in that tier 1 with him if he can improve that passing. What worries me right now, though, about him going to Miami is the new coaching staff. We haven't really seen this with Mario Cristobal. It looked better with him going there when Manny Diaz was the coach because they seemed to really want to continue with Derek King before he got injured. And I feel like Brown here is a more explosive version of King. So he fit that offense, and that's kind of what made us worried about Jake Garcia at C2C.com, campus2canton.com, because we were big fans of Jake Garcia. So I don't know what that means for him because I don't think Tyler Van Dyke loses a job, and I'm going to be honest because I think Jake Garcia is just a more talented pocket passer, and he seems to fit that offense right now better with what Tyler Van Dyke was doing. I think Garcia is going to have the heads up on Brown coming into the season. So Brown likely is going to be the third guy on the depth chart, sitting behind both these guys. If Tyler Van Dyke goes out there and has another season like he did this year, he's going to go into the NFL draft. So then that 2023 spring battle is going to be huge. He's going to have to beat out Jake Garcia and take this job. And it's possible with how good he is athletically. It's all going to depend on what Mario Cristobal is looking for at that quarterback position. Because you don't want your quarterback to sit multiple years. Be perfect if he could play his freshman year. I don't think that's going to happen here. So at worst, you want to see him sit 1 year. So does he end up transferring? What happens? I don't know. Development is going to be key here for him. He's got to continue to develop as a passer. And then I think, we'll see what happens from there. But he's a very exciting prospect. He has been going in the late first, early second in freshman drafts. There was a couple, I think he went in the third. I'm fine taking him based purely on upside if you want to do that. I have not really seen where his ADP is in our startup drafts. He's a guy that I'd probably be willing to pass on unless he's after the 20th round, though. So Jacurri Brown, though, very, very exciting prospect, committed to the Miami University. And if he can continue to improve, he has got all the upside in the world. I'm talking about being right up there with Drew Aller, which if you guys watch this, have been paying attention to the recruiting stuff, know he is the QB1 of this class. So very, very exciting prospect. He's our QB11. I have him at QB8 right now, and that is, again, basing purely on upside. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll have more early signing day videos dropping throughout the rest of this week and the weekend as we continue to push toward 40 and 50 prospect videos. Again, subscribe to the channel if you guys can. Hit that like button and hit the bell icon so that you are when all of these videos drop live. And we will talk to you guys again soon. Enjoy the holidays and Merry Christmas to